Okay, so this is to address a question asked by one particular individual, but I'm recording for the benefit of everyone. mlm.pearson.com should take you to the login, and if you don't have educator access, you have to go through that whole process. Assuming you have educator access and you just sign in, it says sign into your course, but it really means sign into all your courses. And then you're going to click over here, it says create copy course. You're not going to clone from an old shell. And right now, as of this recording, I don't have the correct ISBN from ARPAN. However, I believe if you just want to study over the summer, you're working over the summer and you want a copy of the textbook, this is how you can find it. This textbook has several authors. The shortest name is Bach, so it just is easier to search under Bach. But it's also DeVoe and Vellman, but Bach is the easiest to spell. That's the only reason I'm choosing that. I wait for there's a whole series of books these guys have written together, and then unfortunately I have to wait. And I'm going to scroll down till I find my book. Now you can pick any of these books to look at. I mean, you don't even have to look at Bach's books. You can look through all their statistics books if you wish. But the one we've been using is this one. It's got the buildings on the front, and it's Data and Models 5th edition. This is the one we've been using. So this is how you create a shell just for your own use. Now, if you're going to create a shell that you're going to then clone off of later, you want to start with an instructor course. You're not allowed to put students in this course, but this is what you would use to design your course, and then you launch it off into a student shell. And when you do that launching, you get a fresh copy of everything you've done. So if you're just doing this for the first time, you're exploring, I would encourage you to make it an instructor use shell and exploring only. Trying to figure out how to use the new system or something. Allow people to, I don't care. You can change this, by the way. You can change this flag later if you want. That doesn't matter. You can change the names, all this stuff. And then it's going to be a while before this is up and running. Or maybe not. I think it's already ready for me. No, it's not ready. Okay, so it's gray. This is gray, and it says creating your course. I'm just going to pause for a little bit until it's created. So it's, yeah. Okay, so it's, June 5th at 4 a.m. So this happened pretty quickly. It took like maybe 90 seconds, all right? And I'm just going to reload this. But if you do this when everyone else in the entire world is doing it, it's not going to just take 90 seconds. It'll take several minutes or an hour or something. But eventually this becomes live. And then I can go in here and find the e-text right here, and I can look chapter by chapter or just go to the top. Yeah, so this is how you access the e-text, blah, blah, blah. Okay, you can go, here's the chapters. And if you're going to create assignments, you can see the questions. If you're just interested in the questions, you can go down here to Instructor Tools, Assignment Manager, and right now you have a completely blank shell. And I can create a homework, quiz, test, whatever. It doesn't matter. It's going to access the same test bank. Yeah, sure, not test 2. That's fine, whatever. Just give it a bogus name just so that you have a place to start looking. Okay, so if I want to look in chapter 7, then it'll pull up all the questions from chapter 7, and you can look at them this way, right? And so you can, you can play with it from here. So it depends whether you want to look at the book itself or just the questions. Either way, you've now got a shell. You now have access to the book. You can look at the questions. You can look at the text. And we're still waiting to hear from ARPAN what the official ISBN is. But this ISBN will give you access to all the materials you might want while you're in the planning phases of your course.